work. Heading home from work. Pretty busy shift. Didn't have much sit still time, which is good for burning calories, I guess. Had one of my coffees for breakfast and had a steak for dinner, or for lunch. And then I'm already kind of hungry for dinner, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. Nothing really sounds good, I guess. I don't really feel like cooking, so it may just end up being eggs because it's quick and easy. And then I would just end up taking something like brisket or something that I've got frozen. I've got a little bit left for work tomorrow, or fast tomorrow until I get home. I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping the rain holds off long enough I can get some bike time in. And then
Okay, so I'm not sure what happened here, but in the next couple videos, for some reason, the sound cuts out. So I'm not sure if my car tried to pick it up or what's going on here. It lets the first few minutes of video record fine, and then all of a sudden my audio cuts out. I'm not 100% sure how to cut and splice videos, and I honestly don't really want to take the time to learn, because this isn't going to be a full-time gig for me. This is, again, an accountability post. So I apologize. If you can lip read, have at it. I have no idea, because everything that's been going on lately, I'm 2 weeks behind, I think. So yeah, hopefully it won't do it in future videos.
Alright, it is day 30 of my 90-day beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. I am rushing home because our AC went out last night, so we've got an HVAC person coming out to look at it, and hopefully it's nothing too crazy or expensive, because I really don't want to have to buy a new AC unit. I had one of my coffees for breakfast this morning, and I have not eaten anything, like actual food, since yesterday. I'm just now kind of really getting hungry. Like, I had a few bouts of hunger, but it was here and then gone within 5 minutes, so I took some ribs with me, but never heated them up. I was correct that I gained a little bit of weight yesterday. When I weighed in, I was 0.4, I believe, higher than I was. It was, I want to say 187.8. And I was 187.2, I believe. I'll have to double check, and I'll put it up on the screen if it's different. And then this morning I was down to 195.8. So I actually lost 2 pounds this morning. So I'm sure it'll fluctuate between that and probably about a pound. It'll probably fluctuate around a pound for the next week or so. But yeah, so officially I gained weight for my weekly weigh-in, but unofficially I'm down another 2 pounds. So I'm actually down almost 35. Just usually when I do weights, like when people ask, I always just go to the lowest that I've had in like the past week or so, because I know as long as I'm doing what I need to do, it's gonna It is day 31 of my 90-day beef butter bacon and egg challenge. Another rush to get home. The school finally released the kids' school list, so since he starts on Friday, we have to go buy all the stuff. So I gotta rush home and do that. For breakfast, I had my coffee, and then at work, I had I was starving this morning, so I had probably about 6 to 8 pieces of bacon just walking around work. I walk around work with a bag of bacon like most people walk around with a bag of chips. And then for lunch, I had like half of one of my country ribs. It was a huge one. It didn't really sound good, I guess, so I didn't finish it, but I ate one and then gave one to a friend at work. And tonight I'm probably gonna thaw out a steak, I guess, and if I get hungry I'll eat that because steak's almost always good. Or just have eggs, I'm not really sure. Yeah. I will, since I had my 30-day challenge, or 30 days yesterday, I will do a face-to-face picture to do a comparison for 30 days. I was actually pretty surprised that there's actually a visible difference in just 30 days, so I can't wait to see what happens in the next 60. I was counting, and I've from my neck down to my hips, I've lost 20 inches, 20 or 24, somewhere in there. I can't remember exactly how much it was. I'll add it in and put it in. But yeah, I mean, I've lost 3 inches from my natural waist. I think I've lost 3 inches from my hips, and then like 3 or 4 inches from my bust, which, you know, it's always a sad thing, but I guess when it's a little bit smaller, you can buy a cuter bra, so there's a bonus, or at least not as big of a negative. But yeah, doing pretty good. I was a little tired today. We actually went to bed a little earlier than normal, but I think it's just because I am babysitting and doing a press at work, and the press does all. It is day 32 of my 90-day beef butter bacon and egg challenge. In the Walmart parking lot, getting ready to run in. The family needs some milk, so I'm gonna go grab a couple gallons of milk and maybe a steak or something for me to fry up so I don't have to thaw anything. For breakfast, I had my coffee, and then I had bacon and the little bit of steak that I did not finish last night. It was about a 20-ounce steak, so I probably had like 6 ounces left over, maybe, that I had. Nothing real interesting going on today. Instead, I'm just gonna grab some milk and maybe something to eat, and then head home. I thought it was gonna be rainy today, but apparently not. So maybe I'll get a little bit of riding in today. We'll have to see how I feel, and I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good week. Looking forward to an 8-hour shift tomorrow, and then as soon as I leave work, I've got to head to the meat market, and I'm gonna get a bunch of ribeye because they are on sale for $7.99 a pound. So that is my life food. I love ribeye. And then I gotta get some ground beef because my boyfriend is gonna grill up burgers for him and his friends for the UFC fight. I might have him do a couple for me. I don't know yet. If he does, I'll have to use my own seasoning and season them up, and then he can just make them up for me, because all the stuff he likes to use has stuff in it I cannot have. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope everybody's having a great week. It is day 33 of my 90-day beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. Actually sitting here at the meat market that I go to, they had ribeyes for $7.99 a pound, so obviously it came in stocked up. I'm doing some for a friend at work's birthday tomorrow, so I'm taking 9 steaks to work tomorrow. So I went ahead, I bought 10 for that, because, you know, whatever. And then I bought 2 ribeye loins so that my boyfriend can cut them up, because I was just gonna have him do like 30 or 40 of them, and they're like, we don't have that many cuts. So I was like, I'll just do that and he can cut them for me. And then I got 10 pounds of ground beef because he's making the burgers, and then I got 5 pounds of bacon because I always need bacon. And then I got a small pork belly to try having him smoke that with the brisket I also got. So I stocked it pretty well. I spent about $350, I think. Yeah, $377. So pork belly, ribeye, ground beef. Yeah. So, oh, and I got about 1.5 pounds of beef trimmings because I was gonna try doing those up in the air fryer. But yeah, I have not eaten anything today, just had my coffee. It's currently 3:30. Kind of got hungry at work, but not enough to actually eat, so I just figured I'd hold off until I got home. But yeah, I'll probably make a steak for tonight, and then have a steak for tomorrow. And then other than that, just an 8-hour shift today. I've got an 8-hour shift tomorrow, and then I am off on Sunday, so not as many days as I thought, so that's a plus. So I'm hoping we can go do a little bit of riding on the bikes Sunday, maybe early in the morning before it gets too busy on our country roads, or before it gets too hot, because the only motorcycle jacket I have is pretty warm. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good start to their weekend. It is day 34 of 90 of my beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. Heading home from a 8-hour work shift. Had my coffee, normal coffee for breakfast this morning, and then had the steaks and stuff that I made for a friend at work's birthday. Ended up making, I think, 12 steaks last night. I made a 1 pound one for me to eat for dinner last night, and I ate pretty much everything except for some of the fat off of it. I wasn't really feeling the fat, which is unusual for me. I love fat. And then 3 slices of bacon with that. And then my Keto stole one of the steaks, which is fine because I had an extra one anyway. And then took 9 of the steaks to work, and then I had one, and then everybody else got one, and then I took a Louisiana crunch cake. Obviously did not have any. I think actually only like 4 of the 8 people had it, so I was really surprised. But I didn't, not everybody eats like I do, so I wanted to have something else for them. But yeah, at the meat market, I ended up getting about, I think it was 57, just shy of 57 pounds of meat. So awesome. So I'll have meals for a little while. The 10 pounds of hamburger and the 5 pounds of bacon will all get used up tonight. The UFC fights tonight, so we got people coming over, and he's grilling burgers, and he's got a brisket and a pork belly smoking in the smoker for me right now, because he likes to put a bunch of stuff in the burgers that I can't have right now, like Worcestershire sauce. But him and his buddy's gonna have that, and I'll have my brisket if it's done early enough. If not, I may just make him another steak or something. I don't know. I may not even eat dinner, I guess, maybe, because I've had a lot of, I've probably had almost 2 pounds of meat in the last 2 days, which is cool. I'm not worried about like calories or nothing, but I would honestly be surprised if I am hungry tonight, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, off tomorrow. I'm hoping to get some riding in, or I may see if he wants to go to the fair. Our fair started yesterday, and we got free tickets from work. So there's nothing really I can have there. So I don't know. If we go, it'll be super cheap, because I won't be eating anything unless they've got maybe they've got plain brisket, but I doubt it. I'm sure everything that they have has sugar and added crap I can't have.